Lee here with the poll list for May 22nd, 2013, presented by longboxradio.com. It's a little bit of a car show this week. That's just how the day kind of worked out, and it is a bazillion degrees in here, so I'm going to keep this real quick. We have this week Justice League number 20 coming to us from DC Comics right there. Despero's Revenge. Book's kind of all over the place. Again, I keep an eye on it because it is kind of the flagship title of the DCU. Other than that, I mean, you know, Jeff Johns is trying his best with this, but I think DC's strength lies not in their team books, but in fact their single-player books, like your Batmans, your Swamp Things, and whatnot. Judge Dredd number 7. I've really enjoyed this series. I like the narrative in this, where it gives maybe, like, you know, half the book is the Judge Dredd story, and then another story from in the universe going on at the same time as the main story. Really neat, really good sense of humor in this book. I don't know why I haven't been reading Judge Dredd until now, but really happy I picked that one up. Over to Marvel, we have Avengers number 12. Really snazzy looking cover there of all our characters in the Savage Lands, coming to us from Jonathan Hickman. Of course, there's a free digital code, so look for that after the show. This book's just been crushing it, so if you haven't been reading Avengers, trade paperback's got to be coming sometime soon, so check that out, definitely. Moving on to Daredevil, free digital code in there. Has Daredevil always had free digital codes? I guess it has. It's Hawkeye that doesn't, right. We have a new character in this called Akira, I believe it is, and basically it's all of Daredevil's powers unloaded onto this person, except they still have their sights, so they have that up on Daredevil. And they also use, like, two, you know, those cool little scythe things, Kami, whatever they're called. Anyway, really cool book. Last book, a lot of ass-kicking. This one, hopefully, will be a nice follow-up to that. Daredevil's been an amazing book anyways, I don't have to tell you that. Spear of Spider-Man, that's coming to us from Dan Slott, of course, Stegman, Delgado. Issue 10, free digital code at the end of that, so check it out after the show. Another thing to say about Super Spider-Man is in the last issue, which was kind of controversial, Dr. Octopus managed to get rid of whatever remnants of Peter Parker were in his brain, as it were, and I'm hoping at this point, 10 issues in, that we can finally just see Otto take full control of Spider-Man, no Peter Parker influence, and just see what this guy can actually get into, what trouble he can get into. I've liked the book so far. It's just not what I thought the book was going to be. I thought we were just going to see Otto drag Peter's life through the toilet, and it hasn't really been that yet. Peter's had some influence, and he stopped him from really going out of control. We need to see the full extent of what trouble Otto can get into in Spider-Man's skin before Peter gets to take over and try to fix his life. I thought that's what the book was going to be about, but it's up to Dan Slott, ultimately. The guy's taking a lot of risks with the book and the character and stuff like that, so there you go. Look for those free digital codes after the show. They'd be Avengers, Daredevil, and Spider-Man. Until then, we'll see you next week. The podcast number 46 is in Mike Haynes' hands as we speak, so it might be up by the time you watch this, if not very soon afterwards. So take a look for it, and that's it. Happy reading. Right across from my comic book store, there used to be a place called Edelweiss Flowers, and it's closed. And it's been replaced by Cynthia's Dolls and Dogs. Because in an area where a florist failed, people are going to want custom plush dolls and dogs.